Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent on that.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
We go tonight. 180. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. Gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 76! 76!
Back to throw, gone. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
First down, the run with Lynch. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Five. Get ready, get ready. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
We go, 76, 76. Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, Alpha. Not today. Hey,
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 feet. Hey, let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Drop these.
To throw is Lott. He finds Corey Davis. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Y'all not ready. Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey,
On second down and 4, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Check out. 1, 2, 3. Hey, quick. He's heavy on the edges. Hey, exit. 50. Mike 50. Hey, keep it up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
After the interception, it's Long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
50, Mike 50. Time to go, night. Go, Mike 50. I got you. Say, 11B. Safety cream. Check motion.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Locke. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Check. 57. Mike, 57.
Here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
57, Mike, 57.
3rd and long, it's locked. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 38, Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're at training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Easy, alert. Check the backer. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the air. 12.
On 1st down, it's long. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, let's get this.
Here's Luck. He's going to fire one deep, middle it into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Goff into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 29, Goff caught by Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, check
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch 20.
Goff now looking to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
12. Check Mike 21. Let's go, dude. Hey, dude. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
To throw again on second down. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take him into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun, Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a... loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Go!
Now Love. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working and call more of that.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
Hey, Alpha. They're running it. 57 to Mike. 50.
Now it's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hey, let's go. You. 57.
On first down, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Value 3.
He'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run again with Lynch.
I got you, boy.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Shoot. Check 31. Motion. Check 9. All right. Come on now.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, wahoo!
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
2nd and 10, Luck again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Team 6. Team 6.
On 1st and 10, Luck. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
80 weapons.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Hey, Haywood.
On 4th down, it's Collins. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Bang.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the toss, Cohen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
180. Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the slip, watch the slip. Hey, check Mike 21. 2 for 1. Check Mike 21.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the 29, Luck. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
Bravo.
First down, Chicago.
Luck on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check out.
Hey, lift.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
After the interception, it's Luck. He's going to fire one deep over them. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 48 yards. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Goff. Going deep now for her. That's caught inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Check 50, check 50.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. It's Lynch, and now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hold on. Check.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
57, 11. Same situation, let's go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
They'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Come on.
In your face.
He's back to throw. It's caught by Davis. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check out. Ready. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check. Crunch. Check. Crunch.
One last throw here for Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining